I want to talk about the superficiality of people out there. I've given classes on the fourth and the fifth dimension, the significance of good and evil as a completely separate entity unto itself. That time comes before space. The importance of the relationship between man and God. What all people like to talk about are two topics: circumcision and Messiah. There's some people who believe in the Quran and get upset if I mention something in the Quran that doesn't jive with history, it doesn't jive with the Torah. And they can't answer me, but they say it's 100% right. Well, it's not right if Haman and Pharaoh lived 900 years apart and Moses, who lived only 120 years, was sent for both of them. It doesn't work. And the guy from Greece keeps getting upset the fact that I told the story about Aristotle and Alexander. When I tell him that Aristotle had a homosexual relationship with a young man, he took offense to that also, and argued with me that it was a platonic relationship. He looked it up on Wikipedia, and it says clearly this was a relationship of an older man with a younger man. The younger man was from a lower class. The older man was from a higher class. It was the job of the younger man just to take it like a man. And the process was a homosexual relationship. And so he argues with me that, well, Abraham was worse because he gave his wife away to Pharaoh. I responded to him that in Pharaoh's place, if you had a pretty woman as a wife, you wound up with becoming a head shorter. If you don't like somebody taking your head off of your neck, so you tried various things to make sure that it stays put. And so instead of saying it's my wife, he said it's my sister, figuring that was a way to ensure that he could live another day. He may like that, may not like that. But what are people really worried about? They're worried about if we circumcise little boys or if Jesus is not the Messiah. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm more excited about universal truths and how to reach them and obtain them. Circumcision is a process not of mutilation, but a process of entering in a covenant with God. Does not permanently injure the person. May have less pleasure. It doesn't diminish his function. It doesn't diminish the number of children that he has. And it certainly doesn't prevent him from advancing in life. But when your mind's closed to profound ideas that can be exciting, things that can be inspiring, your mind's closed to that because all you want to hear is how terrible it is to circumcise, or that everybody's going to believe in somebody who may or may not have existed and say that that's the Messiah. If that's all you care about, you're really basically a closed person, not open for any learning at all. Everything has to present you with a universal truth for it to be valid. If it has no value in teaching you something you didn't know before, then you don't need it. If you believe in a certain person, and that's all you have to believe in, then that's not an education. That's just stupidity. Making people stupid by saying a mantra. And so, if this is all you want, fine. As for me, I will pursue trying to find some universal truths and sharing them with you.